What is up, people of the palace? I wanted to say. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but welcome. Sorry, I'm getting a call here at the same time. It is the 29th of Jan. And I've made some updates to the stream layout. I hope that you all like it. When I say you all, I'm obviously talking to myself. So let's get into the charts very quickly. Oh, let me speak about the updates on the new layout for the stream. You'll see at the bottom I've got a information ticker running there, and then just on the bottom of the screen, on the bottom of the chart, sorry, I've got a ticker tape for the instruments that I'm trading, except I've added Nasdaq and I've added S&P as well, just to see what the change is on there. So yeah, just some information, just adding some things onto the stream to give value to everyone if you're tuning in. One of the other things I've added is a live little pop out in the top left corner of your screen as well, and then the time is there as well. So a lot of things added on the layout, quite a lot of work that's gone into it as well. But without any further ado, let me just check the sound first. Just want to make sure that we're good on audio. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into the charts. So let me just start off with saying that yesterday was really rubbish in terms of the pairs that I specifically traded. Absolutely rubbish. Very, very rangy, very much consolidating in one place. And yeah, not a fun market to be involved in. So what I did after I left the stream, I ended up closing my Euro USD trade at break even. So you'll see even this pair as well is still, up until today, was ranging. So basically I think I closed it at like +2 pips or somewhere around there. So I'm no longer in this trade, so I'll just delete that, and then I'll delete the alert here as well. And then this chart specifically, I'm going to clear it out in terms of any drawings that I currently have on, just to get a fresh perspective on this pair specifically, where we're going. It is a pair that can move quite slowly, so I wanna have a fresh set of eyes, or a fresh outlook on Euro USD in particular. But before I get into that pair and the other, and GJ as well, I am going to look at GBPUSD, because I am still in this trade at the moment. Also fairly rubbish in terms of movement on this pair yesterday. I did say towards the close of the stream yesterday that this orange line that I delineated here and the 2500 level up here, so the 24,500 level and 2500 or 25,000 level. In terms of analyst data, that high point over there was a point that failed to hold after it was broken. So that is the highest that the pound has been in the last few weeks, and it's yet to reach the weekly key levels of very early January and even last year December, of where it was. So the analysis was that if we hold above this 24,500 level, so you can see this morning we rallied a bit above that level, and now we actually need to see if we're going to hold above this level, if it's going to act as a good area of support. And if it does, is there potential for this to drive then to the 2,500 or 25,000 level and hold above that level, or will it then just act as a strong resistance once again to continue to the downside? So I will wait to see what's happening there. For the weekly, I just want to have an understanding to see that I am still clear on my bias for this pair. I should be bearish on the weekly, just given that we still haven't really broken this swing point over here. So we are midweek at the moment, and we haven't reached that swing point at the moment. We haven't broken it. We are sort of... No, we're not. Let me just check. Yeah, so we haven't tested it, or... Oh, we are testing it at the moment. Sorry, at the support. I don't know what I'm saying. Are currently testing it as resistance at the moment. So only up until the point that we actually break it will I then change my bias on that. In terms of the daily, am I still bullish on this pair? Essentially. We had a bearish day yesterday on GBPUSD. However, the momentum's still likely taking it to the upside. We didn't. If I just zoom in, if I just hide the... Can I hide the drawings? Would I need to select everything? Let me just open my object tree for this pair and just hide all these lines. I want to delete those brush tools over there. That there, and then even this. Can delete that as well. So if I look at just a clean chart on this pair, on the daily, this previous low over here was taken out by this candle. This low was taken out over there, but it can't really be considered a swing point because it hasn't taken out the high there. So unless this candle now breaks lower and eventually then breaks that, I am then still fairly bullish on GBPUSD for now. So I'll leave it as bullish. Just sorting out my object tree over here. Where's that thing? Okay. And then in terms of levels that I'm just going to take off the chart because I don't think that the market will go anywhere close to that at the moment. This weekly level down here, I don't think we'll go back there for now. This 4-hour level over here, I'll take out as well. I'll keep this weekly level because it's quite close. This 15-minute, we've bounced off this 15-minute this week, so I'll leave that in. But now I need to make a decision as to whether I keep this one or this one. I think I'll keep the one over here because we did have some reaction off it. So I'm going to delete that 15-minute level over there and then just keep that. I just want my chart to be a little bit cleaner as well, so that there isn't too much happening and things that's gonna confuse me as well. And then in terms of the 4-hour key level that I got marked out there, I will just check that out as soon as I go down to the 4 hour. So let me do that now. On the 4 hour, a really great bullish 4 hour candle that closed there this morning. We are having obviously a little bit of resistance somewhere, so if I look at this 4 hour level, I'm gonna adjust it to probably round about here, which is taking into account the rejection there and the rejection there on this level as well. If I look further left, I actually don't have to move it that far. Just gonna bring it closer to here, and that way we a little bit more in line with the 15 minute. And then this 2500 level, I'm not gonna put a 4 hour there because I understand that that's the level that I'm potentially targeting, where we could see the market head back towards. So pretty clear on that at the moment. And then down to the 15 minute, I only want to have lines that is relevant to where we are in the market on my chart as well. So the 15 minute I will keep there. This level on the 15 minute I want to mark out as well, because it does seem like an important level over here. So let me just get my colors right and put in my text. It's the orange. So I'm going to have that as a 15 minute key level, because you can see that the market is actually bouncing off that at the moment. Look at that nice reaction on the 24,500 level. So again, psychological. I actually quite enjoy trading psychological levels. I do, because the market does tend to react very nicely of those levels as well. Any other 15 minute levels that I potentially want to mark out? That is another one. But again, don't want my chart to be too full of drawings at this early stage of London Open. So I will see if we break through this 15 minute key level over here. I will then look to the next level just to see where there is going to be resistance, because it is quite close as well. I'm really hoping for some good volume on the market today as well. I'm not quite sure what will happen. Before we go any further on the charts, let's look at our favorite news website. So we know that there is quite a few news events happening and taking place today. So we've got the Bank of England's governor speaking today. That is happening at 4:15, so around about just before New York Open. And then we've also got some federal funds rate and FOMC data releases as well. So that's gonna be interesting to see what the market does do, what the dollar does do versus the pound. What my hope is that within the session, I would say around about 11:30, so anything from 11 to about 1 p.m. That is GMT +2, that we break above this 15 minute key level and hold, and then obviously potentially continue to the upside. So the same thing I do every day when I'm updating and marking my charts. I want to find out where my Asian high and low is sitting, and the way I mark out my Asian high and low is by looking at the timeline. Let me just go into the 5 minute. I actually prefer, it's a little bit, it's more accurate to mark on this time frame for me. Look at 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. So 1 a.m. is this candle over here, and then 6 a.m. is over here. So that is essentially our Asia range high over here. Oops, went too far. You've gone too far. Just confirm that it is right. 6 a.m. I also just wanna, let me just take this long position off here so I can see what I'm doing. .6 a.m. It seems like it's taking forever here. 6:05, 6 a.m. What is this level? The high was 24,516. Coordinates 24,516. So that's accurate. Asian high. My Asia range is usually marked in red. And then we are looking for the low, which I am assuming is this candle over here. What was the low? 24,342. 24,342. That is my Asia low over there. Let's just confirm 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that was this was the lowest point prior to 6 a.m. and this was the highest point at 6 a.m. From 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. So Asian range sorted out. Let me just delineate the little grey box that I like having just to draw my attention to it. I think the opacity is a little bit dark here, so let me just decrease it by 5. That is not too distracting. So we are currently sitting at that Asian high as well. We've swept it now very clearly. What is the potential to happen on this pair? The potential is that now that the Asian has been swept, that we can possibly see a move to the downside to take and test the Asian low. It's not what I want to see because it's not in line with the trade that I'm currently in. But again, the market can do absolutely anything that it wants to. So it is just something to be wary of as well. If I do see that the market is holding, I just want to adjust this a little bit. If I do find that the market is holding, I might consider going to break even on this pair, just so that the nonsense that I had to sit through yesterday, I don't have to continue to hang on to a trade that's not going to go in the direction that I estimated to go in. So that's it for this pair. Let's go to the GBPJPY. I just want to make sure that I'm deleting the right stuff, so I want to remove all of the old positions, all the rectangles, all the ray lines. I'm leaving the anchored text on the chart. Alright. So what are we looking at? Let's see in terms of our bias if anything has changed. So taking a very zoomed in look at this pair, what are we seeing? We're seeing that the market had this initial impulsive move, then it came up, didn't even attempt to go back, but it bounced off this little weekly resistance area here, came back down. Looking in line, if you look at this little dotted line across, again, use that previous resistance area as support now, went up and then sort of started to consolidate in this area over here. So still a fairly neutral bias. If I were to measure out this candle from yesterday, the bullish one, the green one, That is 470 pips. That is nothing to be shy about. Oh, sorry, last week, not the day before, last week. So I'm gonna say I'm still fairly neutral on this candle, just given that we haven't taken out a low, we haven't taken out a high either. So I am going to mark out this level as a weekly key level. Sorry, I'm just checking if there's anything happening in the chat at the moment. And then I'm going to mark the high of this area, so basically where we continue to consolidate, as another weekly key level for me. But still fairy lights, still fairly neutral on the weekly for me. Daily going down. Let's take a nice zoomed in look in terms of what happened here. So last week, let's look at last week. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Last week, these 5 candles, if you look at this little small, it's not necessarily a swing point, but this level of structure created here, we broke it, and we are now testing it on the daily. So this will be a very good level to mark out as a daily support level at the moment, and key level at the moment where we are sitting. So my bias then, I would say, with a more zoomed in look, I am maybe a little bit more bullish on this pair than what I am. Obviously I haven't looked at any fundamental news pertaining to the British pound or the Japanese yen. I do plan to do that now as well. I'll probably check FX Street just to see if there are any particular updates. But as you can see, I like that this was a fairly bullish candle. However, we are sort of sitting, if I were to draw out with the trend line tool, you'll see that we're like sitting in this wedge here at the moment. And the market needs to now find direction. The market needs to decide if it's going to break out of this wedge and continue lower, or if it's going to... So what it could potentially do is trade a little bit up, come down, and then continue to the upside. So that's what we could potentially continue to see on this pair. Obviously we're not trying to say what the market is doing. We're going to follow what market structure is showing us as well. In terms of another potential daily level that I can look at, is that over there, previous support. I just want to adjust it a little bit further down. So previous support now acting as resistance, right? Sorry, I just did the spelling in Greek there, so I just needed to fix it to English. Let's go down to one of my levels that if I've usually got this level close to an entry area, it actually generally works out quite well. Let me just check the audio on the stream just to make sure that it's all good. Stream looks good when I check it out on my setup here. Sounds good as well. If it's good, please let me know. If there's anything you feel needs to be adjusted, I'll adjust. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't adjust. 4 hour, what am I seeing? So 4 hour, if you look at the daily key level, basically sitting at around a 4 hour level as well. So I'm not going to mark out a 4 hour level. It's just going to be unnecessary, a little bit of overkill to actually do that. In terms of another level that I can see that is potentially very close to some areas of resistance is this wicks over here on the left hand side, and then the wicks over on this side here. So it's sort of a internal level between the daily range that I've set there. So I'm going to mark it out because it's quite close to where the market is at the moment. Sorry for scratching my nose continually. I don't know why it always itches when I need to get on stream. That's why I've always got tissues at my desk. Excuse me. So that 4 hour level, it's a level that you'll see we bounced off early hours of this morning, and yesterday we consistently bounced off of that level. So acting as a fairly resilient resistance over there, but also this daily key level is acting as a good level of support. So not too much that I necessarily want to mark out at that level, because I've got some daily levels that are very similar to that as well. So will be a little bit overkill to now put an additional 4 hour level there. Down to the 15 minute. This is my entry time frame. What am I looking for on this pair? So given that I'm bullish on the daily at the moment, what do I want to see? So I'm not sure in terms of the Asian range where we're sitting at the moment. I'm going to mark that out now. But if I were looking at it, I would want to come down to this daily level and then look for potential buys back to that 4 hour key level. So that is my thought process. But let me mark out the Asian session levels here. So 1 AM, where are you? 5 minutes, sorry. Oh, man. 1 AM is sitting over here. $6 AM is all the way there. So highest point. Sorry guys, this is taking unnecessarily long here. So my Asian high is sitting over there. What is the exact coordinates of that high? It is 193.758. Oh, a little bit dyslexic there. And then Asian low, 1 AM. What was the lowest point prior to 6 AM? 6 AM is there. It's going to be this level over here, which is 193.360. We're at Asia low there. And then let me just delineate this little grey box. Okay, so we've swept Asia lows. Is a 15-minute level necessary here? Yes. Previous resistance acted as support for that big bullish candle there. Market didn't have too much trouble here. Pushed through, came back to it, sat above it a little bit. Pushed through it again. Market came back down, pushed through it, and then just pushed back up. So we are sitting at this 15-minute level there at the moment. And there's potential for buys here. I know that I did say that could potentially come down to that key level. If I was going to take an aggressive buyer, what would it look like? I think it would look something like this. Let me just fix this, say 100,000 ticks, 500. So what did I say in my stream yesterday? 30 ticks stop. In this case 30 ticks is a little bit close to that daily key level, so I'll say 35, just leaving some room for the trade to breathe a little bit. And then 60, let me say 60 pips is a potential target for this trade. So what I'm going to do, obviously the market's bounced off that level quite a bit already. I'm not going to chase this trade. I'm going to set a pending order at this level. Let's make it 193.260. Let me get the right pair on my broker terminal over here. I'm going to say a pending order, and I want to place a buy limit at 193.260. My stop level will be 350 points, right? Yeah, 350 points. And my buy level will be at 600. So I'm gonna wait for the market to potentially come back into this area, and then look for the buys. If the market runs without me, the trade wasn't for me, but I'm not gonna chase a trade that's already come off this level. If the market continues to the upside, at least I know that my analysis was good, and we can then be happy with the fact that we've done a little bit of forward testing. So let me put some commentary on this pair. Let me just check that there isn't any thing that I need to attend to for the stream here. Okay, so what has the market done so far? The market has swept Asia low. Okay, that's one. Market has also tested a 15 MKL. The market is also, what am I actually looking for? So I'm looking for market to come back to 193.360. For entry. And then looking for continuation to Asia high, full TP at 193.860. Okay, so that's my commentary for this pair today. If I get an entry, that's great. If not, then, you know, it is what it is. Okay, let's go to Euro. See what's happening on the Euro here with a zoomed out look. So remember, I said I only want to mark out valid levels that make sense in terms of where the current market is sitting. Let me look at this level over here. So for me that's valid because the market very recently, come on, tapped off of that area for this pair. If I look left for the low over here, this level was previously hit in November of last year, and August, July. And November. What is my overall thought on here? Swing point over on this candle over here. Took out the high and the low of that previous candle. We are sitting at this level at the moment over here, which seems important. So sitting at a weekly level which seems important over here. What the market then decides to do, we obviously will find out soon enough. On the daily, so I said that I was neutral on this. We haven't taken out this high that was set here. So that leads me to believe that we are still fairly bearish on the weekly then. Let's go down a level. Quite a bit of momentum over the last few days, last week, week before, up until we got to that point. So we definitely are bullish on the daily. But more slightly more zoomed in, what do we actually see? A lot of resistance at this level over here. Which is now potentially acting as a support level. Is there any clear daily levels that I want to mark out? Not really on this level, because we have this key level in terms of the weekly there. So rather than cluttering the charts, what I could potentially do is adjust it slightly, not that it's going to make a major difference, and then say it's a weekly and a daily level. Lot of resistance there as well. This level over here. Going on to the 4 hour. What am I looking at? 4 hour also lines up with what's happening in this area over here. So there is the potential for this market to continue higher. I haven't checked what DXY is doing. Look at that, the magnet pulled it. Okay, so that's sitting over there. I don't want to cloud the chart with a 4 hour level if it's not necessary. What we can see, let me maybe then just add one level, which it is sitting at now at resistance. So if we then do break that, there is that potential for it to continue to go to the upside. It has been a level that has been consistently tested as well. Okay, 15-minute, let me mark out the Asia range and get that out of the way. So 1 AM, where are you? You know, I can always just check on the bottom here to help. So 1 AM, 6 AM, 6 AM, that is the high there. That is the high. What is it? 4401. It's sitting at 02 now. And then my Asia low is probably this one over here. This is, what's the low? 4258. Uh, 6 AM is there, so that is the lowest point then. So what has interestingly happened here? Asia low has already been swept. I mean, Asia high has been swept and the low has been swept already. So if I was looking at this pair earlier this morning, I could have potentially caught a move here, although there wasn't enough confirmation for me to get in, possibly on this candle here, but I trade on the 15 minutes, so there wouldn't have been enough of a pullback for me to actually get involved in this market as well, or in that trade as well. So your range has already been swept there. You probably going to have to see what's going to happen at the Asia low over here. So we'd need to hold below this Asia low, print another possibly another smaller candle, and then take the trade. If you're gonna be short, you're gonna take it on the break of that candle, but if you're going to be bullish, then you're probably going to take it within this Asian range again. It doesn't look like there's much in it. There's 14 pips in this range, so not anything to write home about on that front. There's a potential 15 minute level that, if I look at it, we might have bounced off of that level already. Let's just see. We have indeed. We have indeed. So let's see, developing market. This candle has got 10 seconds on it at the moment. It's obviously going to close bullish. Let's see if the next candle that forms pushes into the Asian range, or whether it is able to hold below. If we get a indecision candle here, there is a possibility that we can take a small trade on this pair. Just gonna say 500 ticks to get this tool working properly. I don't know why it's my stop on Euro USD. I normally like it to be anything between 20 to 30 pips. Am I expecting a really bullish move on this pair? Probably not. So the potential is that I can target 20 pips and then see if we can reach it. There is relevant levels here as well, further down. So again, that is a potential trade over there. Just move it slightly away. Alright, that is Euro USD. Do I want to set any alerts? Maybe above the Asian range. And then maybe if we do break this key level prior to the 15-minute candle closing. Looks like we're going to hit that alert now anyway. I do... Okay, I'm gonna reanalyze this pair very shortly, just to get my head straight on that pair as well. Oh, this looks very messy. Very messy. You do this, you do that. Fixed ranges, take that off. In long positions, anything, take it off. Let's give a fresh analysis on US30, and I know my analyses are fairly long, but I do find that the more thorough I am, the better it is for everyone. The better it is for everyone, because then I'm giving you accurate information in terms of what I think is happening in the market as well. Interesting on GJ at the moment. There was a push to the downside over here. So remember I said I put in a pending order on this pair. So as you can see, I'm in drawdown at the moment already on this trade. Not an ideal scenario. I dislike being in drawdown this early, especially if the candle is just closed. Let's see what this next candle does. So I am in a trade there. Let me just update the stream accordingly. I need to move some things around over here. So current trades is going to be GBPY sell, right? Buy. Just keep in mind that there is a negative correlation between those two pairs that I've just mentioned there as well, so there's a possibility that this might be a dud of a trade. but you can't win them all. So it's based on my analysis. I need to be confident in it. And let's see how that plays out today. I'm really hoping that we don't have a stagnant market that just ranges like this for the entire day. And also 60 pips is very reasonable to ask for on this pair. Can definitely move that amount of pips. But yeah, there's a high likelihood that I will definitely get stopped out. Not definitely, that I can get stopped out on that pair. Getting into US 30. What am I seeing here? Is there anything of great potential? This pair. Obviously we know it's one that can move particularly well. I'm gonna mark out this as a weekly key level for me. Most recent and most relevant levels. I think that we are at all-time highs here. So no man's land. A very interesting place to be in. Did we take out this low? 51, 54. Wait. So low is 65154, 639, 6516. 639 651. Okay, so we did break this level. We didn't hold below it, so it's a relative equal low over here, and that's where you see that strong push to the upside. So weekly for me still fairly bullish. Daily very clear, also still very bullish as well. There is a key level to potentially mark out there on daily. And then if I look further down, there's a potential level sitting here as well. Do I need to mark it and overcrowd the chart? Not at this point. So if this daily key level is broken here, then we can mark out that other level over there. For the 4 hour, this is a lot of bullish movement over here. What am I seeing though? If I go back quite a bit, this level has been used quite a lot. It is below that daily level though. So let me work a little bit closer to a level that is relevant, which is there. Let me zoom in a bit. Maybe better to put a box around it as well, and say that this is an area of potential over there. I'm still gonna leave my orange line in there. I almost heard the 4 kiloliter there, but it's a 4 hour key level. And then I don't feel that we need another level here, because we know that the weekly key level is sitting at that level over there. So not necessarily wanting to clutter my charts any much further than what it is at the moment. 15 minute, lot happening here. On the 15 minute, how do things look over here? We're currently sitting at a 15 minute key level at the moment. Let's look at our Asia range here on the 5 minute. So there was really nothing happening on this pair. Where's one? One is further back. So the low in this candle 757, the low in this candle 757.50. So this is the lowest point here, 757 flat. 1 AM. So that is 1 AM there, 6 AM is here, which means that what is this high over here is 796.50. This high over here is 796.25. 796.25, 796.50. So this would have been the highest point over here prior to 6 AM. I should just use an indicator that can do the ranges for me. The reason I do it manually now, it's so that I can embed that habit, because it is part of my strategy. Plays quite a big role in my strategy as well. So just checking in on this trade if I have been stopped out yet. Not yet. So that's the only reason I am doing it now. At a later stage, when my strategy is like second nature, then I won't mind at all using an indicator to do some of that lifting for me. So what are we seeing on US 30 at the moment? On the 15 minute, not on the 5 minute. Let us adjust the time frame so we can work on a time frame that we enjoy. Potential trade over here, because we have swept the Asia lows over here. If we were slightly earlier on, if our analysis was slightly earlier on this pair, we could have got in over here. Let's just see, Asia highs was swept already. I usually have a 3000 point stop, and then I will usually target 6000 pips on this pair. Let's see if we caught this trade, what it would have looked like. And I'm actually liking US 30 in the mornings, just to get these small moves is actually quite interesting. I was saying I usually have a 3000 pip. I actually usually have a 6000 point stop and a 12,000 point take profit on US 30. Okay, for now, let's just check in again. No, I really hope that this is one of those days that we don't sit in prolonged consolidation, because it is really a bomb thing to have to sit in consolidation. Object tree, is there anything that's on this pair that needs to be deleted? Yes, there's quite a bit on this pair. So let's fix that. Let's do a top down on Nasdaq and see if we've got any luck on this pair today. What are we seeing on the Nasdaq in terms of the weekly? So let's go from last week. We were bullish, we were bullish, we were bearish. Bearish, indecisive. Also indecisive, indecisive. We were bullish there, indecisive. We were also, that's, even though it's a bullish candle, we were indecisive there. So this range, it probably is quite a large range, but in the bigger context, we are sitting in a bit of consolidation on the Nasdaq at the moment. So I'm gonna say I am neutral. Before I say I'm neutral, let me just say that this is a weekly key level here that we bounced off this week. So in the context of the last 2 weeks, we have been quite bullish. We haven't gone to take out that high yet. However, that is a weekly level that we need to be cognizant of, because if we look left, I'm trying to zoom back as far as possible. Like, there is no data that I can see there. So we are hitting all-time highs on the Nasdaq as well. Let's just look at what this range is here quickly from this week to week level. That is 1,000 pips. Nothing to be scoffed at. Daily level, clearly I can see we've got a level over there. A possible relevant level is over here. Two is enough. Bearish momentum, and now we are sort of, for the last my assumption is that we can still do anything when we look at the daily. What are we seeing on the 4 hour that is significant? The 4 hour, if we look at this daily key level over here, it is relevant to the 4 hour as well. If I just adjust it just slightly, I can say that this is a daily daily and 4 hour level here. Same with this as well, daily and 4 hour there as well. So I'm not going to mark out any particular additional levels here. I'm just going to see where we are sitting in the context of the 50-minute and the Asian high and low range. So let's go to the 5-minute and then look at what we can see happening here. So 1 AM. I'm assuming that this was the highest point. I don't know why I'm saying Asian key level. It's just a Asian high. Okay, I would be wrong. That is the highest point there. So that is 44482. And the low would be this candle. Mark out that area there. Okay, so what are we actually seeing here? That the high of Asia was taken out, but the low hasn't been taken out yet. We've got a 15-minute key level very close to this Asian high over here. As well as the that level over there. I'm just looking for more significant levels on the 15-minute that I can potentially see. This is probably one that I need to mark out. I want to essentially be a little bit bearish. Let me just check on my two trades that you can see running here. Not anything good to report on it. I want to say that I'm potentially bearish for today, but that would be going against the trend. What I would want to potentially see is the market coming back down to retest this area here. If it holds above, for a continuation to take out the highs. And then, or it could come down in the same manner, break back in, and then take out the Asian low over there. Doesn't have to come down from there. You can continue a little bit higher to that level first and then come down, but that is my idea. What I do want to do is mark an alert over there so that when the market does get there, that I know what's happening. Gold, I haven't looked at gold for quite a while. I almost feel as if with this not Euro USD, GBPUSD trade that I'm going to close it and then I'm going to look for a re-entry on this trade, because at the moment I'm really not 24.44. I'll get another rubbish trade here. So GBP USD, it was something like +6. So the only reason I close that trade now is because I'm not gonna sit in consolidation here all day and just go back and forth between that levels. I'll rather look for a re-entry on that pair. I finished on Nasdaq. Let me go to gold and see what's happening on gold. Haven't traded gold in a while. Let's see what's happening on gold. The weekly. Actually, let me just copy. That text. Okay. Gold very bullish at the moment, so I didn't even have to look at that for longer than a few seconds to make the assumption that we are quite bullish on this pair at the moment. I'm gonna mark this out as a weekly key level over there, and then just at the bottom of this as one as well. Daily, I'm probably going to see more of the same. The market is bullish, which is good, sitting at the top of a key level. Is there any daily levels that interest me? Yes. If I look at that level over there, that does interest me in terms of a daily perspective. Is there any other daily levels that jump out at me? For now, no. I don't want to clutter the chart. Let's go down to the 4 hour and look at what's happening here. Yes, some clear levels that stand out. Is there any further levels that stand out for me on the 4 hour at the moment? I'm looking at these points over here, these highs where we are sitting. Let me mark the top of this high as a 4 hour level. And then see, because we are currently bouncing off that level over there. Another potential level over here for 4 hour. And this will be my last 4 hour level. I don't want to clutter the charts like I've said. Let me get straight into Asia high and low markings here. 1 AM is sitting somewhere over here. Oh, that's Wednesday. Oh, we are on Wednesday. Apologies. Wednesday low 6 a.m. is there. That is 5:15. So this let me just check this 2 o'clock candle. 76225, 76218. So that is the lowest, 76218. And then the high is likely that candle, obviously. That is 7660. Well, let me rather say it like this: 76621. We actually took out Asia low already. We haven't taken out the Asia high yet. Is there 15-minute levels I can work with? Absolutely there is. If I look at this level over here, it's a 15-minute level that I can work with. There is obviously this levels over here, but it's close to the Asian high, so not all that necessary to mark out, given that we are so close to that level already. I'm not going to put any more 15-minute levels on this chart. I'm going to look for a possible entry. I'm not going to chase it. If I was a little bit earlier, I could have possibly caught this 15-minute level here. Let me just see what it would have looked like if I did. Stops on gold. I usually aim for about 200, 200 ticks, 20 pips, anything between 200 and 300 pips. If I was below this low, what was it, like 500-600? And 400. I'm gonna mark this 4 hour as an alert, just to see if the market can just pull back into that level. Then maybe there is a potential entry there, but that's essentially what would it look like to see the Asian highs taken out and those tap into those lows on the left over here. So I've got an alert set on there at the moment. Euro USD. This is with the trend trade here at the moment. These batteries of mine are actually dying very quick. The GJ trade still in drawdown at the moment. So how will I look at this Euro USD trade? I will actually look for, if I was entering into the sell, I will look at this candle over here for entry on this. So I want to close below or close below Asia low, and then I would look for entry on the break of that candle. That's essentially what I would look for. So let's monitor this for the next couple of minutes and see if there's a potential entry here. I got an alert on gold now, so let's just see what's happening. Oh, we probably took out the... Oh, we probably came below that 4 hour again. But again, I can't enter mid candle. I want to see a close first. Come on, 400, man. Let's just go back to what I might do is open another tab with Euro USD on it. Then I can just switch between the two tabs. Set another alert over here. $10.52, $10.53, $10.53. Let me open Euro USD over here. Candle is not closed yet, so can't enter. What will have to happen now is if this closes bearish like that. If the next candle break, when the next candle opens, I can then enter off of the break of either one of these two candles here that I can't enter now. There's still 6 minutes left on this candle, so it's a no entry at the moment. Let's monitor it. I'm probably going to get an alert on Euro USD now as well. Look at this. Definitely going to get stopped out on this. Might have been a stupid trade to begin with, but again, you lose 90% of the trades that you don't take, eh? So I think I initially mentioned that I would have wanted this daily key level to be tested. So that is also just a lesson to myself and a note to myself that the better entry is probably here with a 20 pip stop just below there, with the potential then to go 80 pips to that level. Obviously the more relevant level to go to is the Asia low, but this is probably the better entry over here, because then it still leaves me this room over here to play with. Just a note to myself. And it's a possible play for me as well. So if I do get stopped out and we close below this and we break back above it, or we get wicked out and we close back above, there is a potential to get back in. So now there's quite a lot that needs to be to be watched, but also you can't take everything. So just want to see if I move this down to about there. Sorry about that. That we still fairly okay. What's happening on gold? The gold basically tapped into this level and continued, but EURUSD 2 minutes 20 to the close of this 15-minute candle. Double down, people, double down. I'm gonna double down on this. What is this stupid pair doing? I'm going all the way back to now. Test this Asian low and let's see if there's any momentum. I will go in reanalyze that pair. Just to see. There's no entry for me there at the moment. EURUSD. Okay, so 50 seconds left on this candle. And I have been streaming for 4 days straight. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday today. So well done, well done, well done. My camera battery is also gonna die now. But I think my face is probably the last thing everyone wants to see, so it's no big deal there. Stop incoming for GJ at the moment. Just looking at it on my broker terminal. What is it? Minus 30 pips. Playing around there at that level. $35 pips. EURUSD. Okay. Okay, been stopped on that one for 35. Let me just update the stream here. So what I will be interested to see is I've just been triggered on EURUSD. I did put a pending order at the break of that candle over there. So I am currently in this trade. Very small trade. I think it's 200 points on this one that I'm aiming for, 1-to-1. Nothing major. Can delete that now. $200 points, 20 pips. Let's look at this. What do I want to see happen here now to get a re-entry? I want to see a close of this 15-minute candle, and then I will take a buy there. But now gold is notifying me that it came all the way back down, which is interesting. Am I gonna go for a cheeky buy on gold? How many minutes are left on this candle? I'm not entering on gold in this candle. It's way too bearish for me for now. I'm gonna let it play out, and then we'll see what happens. Waiting for a close on that candle, and then I might take an entry at the break of this high point here. There was one other Euro USD. Let's see what's happening. This Euro USD trade is still running. Let's see what happens. Gonna give me a quick 20 pips. Is there any news in particular that's come out that's affecting the dollar? Got the same pair open on two screens. Gold is now broken below the Asian range, which is great, absolutely great. I want to look at this pair, which I'm no longer in. Gold, where are you? Alert at the Asian low. We break back above. Halfway there. I want to obviously see this candle close nice and bearish. Not moving my stops just yet. I'll leave it above that level. Let's see what gold is doing. There is obviously, once again, this level. Six minutes left on this 15-minute candle. What is that pound yen doing? Can actually minimize that there. It's holding. I got stopped out by how many pips? About 2 pips. How I will look at taking this trade is the exact same way that I took this one. Break of that candle over there, wherever the high of this candle ends up. So you see it's obviously not taken out. Stop going higher now, man. Freaking hell. Four minutes left on this candle. Gold. Still bearish on gold. Obviously waiting for a close here. That is interesting. That 4-hour key level down here. So maybe we're not gonna look for a buy. You could look for a retrace back into this level over here for continuation down. That is also a potential play. Will be the entry by the looks of things. I've got a buy stop in on GJ at the moment. That is the play on this pair. 2 more minutes left on the candle. EURUSD. I will update my levels once what I'm definitely not going to do is get into this trade before this candle closes. So if this candle drives to the upside now, I'll just cancel the buy stop and then put it at the high of this candle that's busy forming now. How many minutes left? Just over 1 minute. Feels like I need to have 3 hands here now. $40 to close on this candle. Let me have a quick look at. Wait. Too late. I've been tagged in on this trade prior to the close now. Let me have a quick look at gold. We're in that Asian range again. Gonna take a cheeky buy on gold. What is that putting on this pair? Bearish close on there. Just mark that I am in that. So essentially I should have got in there. So I'm in a little bit early on this trade. I want to push this one to the Asian highs over here. We might not even get there, but let's see, guys. Let's see exactly what happens. This is not a relevant stop over here. Because I'm not below any lows. Who is calling me? Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I just had to take that call quickly, but I am here. Where are we on this trades? Let me just... I might just leave my camera off so that I can actually charge this battery. Okay, let's look at the trade. The gold trade seems to be okay. Have I set any take profits on gold? I haven't. Let me set that now. $27.60. Because gold is a higher risk trade, I'm gonna go to break even on it for now. And then I think on this pair I'm still down a bit. How is Euro USD looking? I will keep this trade as is for now. I'll just monitor it and see how it goes. Gold could potentially go all the way to the highs over here. Okay, I am on break even on that trade at the moment. Okay, does look like another consolidation fest here. Or I might eat another stop. But we'll just monitor this trade and see where it goes. At the moment these two are the ones that look okay for now. Come on, gold, just give us that that one push that we need to get. You're so close to where you need to get to here. So just close it out for us at 24 pips. So we can at least finish the stream with something. Euro, and then Euro USD, you're also welcome to give us a push. Let me look left and see what is happening here. There is a 15-minute level. Let's say so this isn't too much to ask, this 20 pips over here. It's really not. The fact that we've held now, we just need this candle to close below, and yeah, this is what gold does. Tends to play around up and down. And for people that go to break even, it then just stops you out at break even. Let's monitor it and see what happens. We essentially, this candle in the next 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes, we need to see a close above this 4-hour level. I would think to see it continue to take out the Asia high. So I want to see nice bullish momentum just to take out, or not take out, but go above that 4-hour level there again. Let's check up on this here. Is there any news for the yen? Let's go on FX Street. Let's see. There is a particular pair that I'm looking at. Let me just check gold here.
Drink too much. I tell myself that I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now.
Okay, so the pound is a little bit hawkish. 1 minute 30 to close of this candle. Let's look at the euro here quickly. Okay. Euro USD, I can probably go break even on this as well after this candle close. And then just obviously anticipate the market going lower. Gold is losing a little bit of momentum now as well, creating that wick Let's see what the next candle will do. I am on break even on this pair, as well as on the euro as well. I'm break even on this, so if I do get stopped, there's no love lost there. Let's see, is there any momentum, some hawkish momentum on the pound? Gold is very flat at the moment. How many pips was this? 18. Gold is one of those pairs that I manage very quickly, so there will be a lot of break evens on gold especially. Gold gonna stop me out at break even at the moment. I'm not gonna update gold on my charts at the moment. It's just gonna be a waste of time actually. So I'll just delete that order. That level I'll keep there to see. This is definitely our sweep over here. So when the market's going to continue to the upside is another story. And now, just with that bounce, you're probably going to see gold go all the way to the upside. And again, I'm okay with that. It's not a pair I trade all that regularly. The GBPUSD trade I'm also gonna take off. It's also like an irrelevant number there, as well as the euro trade. All of those break even trades I'm not gonna include. It's actually a waste of time. Come on, man! Stop putting the both screens on the same pair. Any of the other pairs that I was looking at, I still need to reanalyze this. Seeing very bearish behavior on the pound at the moment, so Nasdaq coming down nicely. So gold I was in now sitting there. You're back in the Asian range now, so the potential for it to go and take out the highs there is possible, high likelihood. So it's very messy, extremely messy. But that's how trading is. You're gonna have these days where the market just really does nothing, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to ride it out up until you get to the point where the market starts to actually move and trend in a certain direction. I've adjusted this to 29 pips to the bottom of the Asia range low. Because again, I'm not wanting to sit in this consolidation for an extended period of time, so I've just made that adjustment accordingly. EURUSD, again, also another small trade on here, 20 pips. All I need to essentially see is a push to the downside. We were very bullish on that candle, so we just want to see that momentum continue towards the downside. There isn't any other alerts, I believe, that have been triggered. I want to clear this process tree here. So according to data, the pound is bullish. I mean, pound is bearish. There's not really much happening on the pound at the moment to give it any clear direction where it wants to go. There is obviously that meeting happening with the Bank of England's dude today. I just want to see. And it's also weakening against the Fed policy decision for the US dollar. This DeepSeek AI model is really having an effect across the board at the moment. I think it's just another way for China to show everyone the middle finger and say to the West that they actually don't need them. And gold is now climbing. US 30 also looking to get back into the Asian range now. Both ends have been swept. I need to do an analysis on that. There, I'm liking this wicks on both ends, but I do want to see a bearish close rather than a green doji. I want to see a white doji. The 15-minute level. Let's see if gold is pushing. I think gold will actually run now to take out the Asia high there. There is a tool. This is 50% of this wick to the left here. Let's see if the 4-hour candle on US30 finds support over here. Would be nice. Nothing really happening on the pound, nothing really happening on Euro USD. About 10 minutes or so, and I'll end the stream for the London session, and I shall be back for New York. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe for more videos. The stream will only get better and better as I do it more. So if you know of people who are looking for quality trade attainment streams, please direct them this way. I am investigating possibly streaming live on TikTok as well. I don't know TikTok as a platform, so I've got no real experience with that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then Twitch is possibly also a platform. I just need to confirm what the guidelines for Twitch is prior to me setting up a stream for that, but I'll likely be streaming on Twitch as well. So for now, just on YouTube. If you know of anyone who enjoys trading and they'd benefit from watching the stream in terms of educational purposes, then please share the channel with them. Really, it would really help us out. Gold is just as messy as anything. US30 now breaking back into Asia range there. Euro USD getting there, about halfway to my take profit. Break even on this trade as well, so nothing really to lose on this at the moment. Very small 20 pips on this trade. Not expecting miracles here. Gold, on the other hand, doesn't know what it wants to do. Just go to latest news over here. USD CAD is another pair that I in the past I traded quite often. I think I had about a 50 or 50% win ratio on that pair. So another pair that people have been mentioning is odd USD. Let me look at odd USD very quickly before I log off of the stream for this morning. Let me look at the process tree here. Looks like some good momentum on this pair at the moment. The weekly is definitely bearish. Very clear area on the weekly to mark out here. I just want to see how far back this does go. And then in terms of bearishness, what's happening on the daily? Last 3 days it's been bearish. For any daily levels in particular that stand out, probably that one over there. And this over here. Go down to the 4 hour and see what we can see that's sticking out like a sore thumb. This level over here. Is there anything else that's standing out here that is not really accounted for? Not really. 15-minute, let's go in, or 5 minutes, sorry, for Asia range. Highest point. So there, I just need to zoom in, see what this candle was. 62,555. And then the low is going to be right down here, because 6 would have been somewhere around here, so the low would have been this massive bearish candle, 62,265. So that is a big range over here, Asian range. A lot happening. Asia range just being tested now. what am I essentially wanting to see? I'm wanting to see whether it will hold and then look for buys above that level, but if it does break, I want to see obviously some strong momentum, retest, and then a continuation to the downside. So I'm going to set an alert over here and over here and see what the market does between that range. Gold. It's one of those pairs that you're going to have to stay out of. We are almost there with EURUSD. This pair is still really messing around. We're sitting in this wedge. I don't know how I'm bullish, if it's more neutral really. Let's change that and then see what happens there. Two and a half minutes left on this candle. Let's see if we can hit that 20 pips on EURUSD. Come on, you can do it, EURUSD. What I actually did want to see, I drew this magnet yesterday for this gap and we still did not close this gap. Can you believe it? We still haven't come to take care of business on this gap over here. We're just playing around at that 4-hour key level. Come on, let us close the stream with a win here. You're like, what, 2-3 pips away? Just give us a nice push there. And you also 2-3 pips away from stopping out. So let's get the win before we get the stop out. How does that sound? No, don't retrace now. Just push through it, man. Okay, next candle. I'm gonna give it 5 minutes. If we don't hit the TP in 5 minutes, I will update you guys in New York session as to where the trade closed. We were literally like 2 ticks away from TP. 2 ticks. One thing I wanted to mention that I actually thought about yesterday is it's quite good to step away from the chart, especially when you are in trades that are in drawdown for prolonged periods of time, just to stop that analysis paralysis as well. You don't want to overanalyze certain things and then make certain decisions that's not going to be in the well-being of your trading. So just to note that it is a good thing to step away from your charts. Setting things in place, like alerts to notify you when certain things are going to happen on the charts is important. So have your alerts set, and then step away from the charts, focus on other things, but don't sit in front of the charts for prolonged periods of time. Sometimes good just to get away from it, come back with a fresh mind. Is this trade really going to make us wait? Just a little bit of a push. Let me on my broker portal. I am probably like 24 ticks away from the full target. It's like 2 pips, 2.4 pips. Just do one more check in, see what's happening on these pairs. I will analyze G when I get back to the chart. Not gonna do it now. US30 we now have broken back into that Asian range, but again the market is very choppy today. A lot of news on the horizon for today. Gold has still not made up its mind. We're back at the Asian low, yet to go and retest that Asian high. The odd dollar has now broken below the Asian range over here, so we want to see a close below and then some bullish or some bearish momentum to the downside with a little bit of a retracement back into that level, and then a possible entry. Euro USD, we're still not there. We are about 2 points away, 2 pips away from take profit. I did say that I would in the stream now, but let us just see if we can get that take profit on stream here. Okay, that is take profit for me, 20 pips. Well done. That's 20 pips back there, guys. So let me update the stream. Just take the current sell out there. Took you long enough. Well, there is plus 20 on EURUSD for the day so far. That is it for London session for me. I'm going to step away. I've got some other work to take care of for now. I'll keep you guys posted on the GJ trade. It's not looking too healthy at the moment, but let's see closer to the release of the news at just after 4:30, and then also with New York Open as well. Let's see what the deal is with that. But up until this afternoon stream or later this afternoon stream, stay safe. I hope you get some work done, and I will see you in New York at 4:30. Have a good one, guys. See you this afternoon. Cheers.
Traits are like deja vu. Ooh, that's the way I do. I'm a hot mess. Face the truth. I don't mean everything I say to you, but I know that I got you going crazy too. Damn. Cruise on the high road, dodging the potholes, tied up and I'm blindfold. She got me going psycho. I walk on a tightrope. My feet getting ice cold. My head spinning like a cyclone. She got me going psycho.